So we'll continue. Wahid, anything more you want to say?
No, sir. Please continue. You can make it full screen and continue.
Okay, definitely. Fine. So good morning all. Good morning students. And today we are going to discuss about automation testing. And automation testing that is used in testing world to increase the speed actually. Okay, so it is what to increase the speed. So automation testing, one of the thing in the what testing world, and another thing is what inside testing is what manual testing. Fine. So manual testing and automation testing. Okay, two components are there in the testing world. Okay, so we might have some kind of candidates who don't know about what is testing and what is manual testing and automation testing. So I will give a little brief idea. Okay, what is testing? Okay, so what is testing? Is testing is something that we do. Okay, that we do for what purpose? Checking whether we are meeting the desired quality of the product or not. Okay, suppose you're going for purchasing a pen. Okay, so suppose you're going for purchasing a pen. So if you want to purchase a pen, so you take a trial of that pen on paper, and then you are going to come to the conclusion, okay, whether it is meeting my expectation or not. So testing is something, okay, in the layman language, if you want to define, okay, so it's a comparison between expected behavior with what actual behavior. Expected behavior with what actual behavior. And the testing can be done in the two ways. Okay, testing can be done in what, in the two ways, manual testing and automation testing. So if the some human being is doing testing, okay, some human being, okay, testers are what in the companies, okay, tester are what, human being. Okay, so if some human being is doing testing, okay, then it will be called as what, manual testing. And if some software or some tool is doing testing on behalf of human, that will be called as what, automation testing. Okay, so these that is what is a automation testing. Some limitations are there of what manual testing. That's why there is a huge demand of what automation testing in the world. Okay, in agile it is more focused. Agile methodology might be everyone is aware. Okay, what is agile? Okay, so agile in this, okay, the customer is involved, and the sprint is going to be what I can say ki, going to be start from 1 week to what 4 weeks maximum. Okay, where customer is very happy, customer involvement is there. Okay, and we try to deliver the product as soon as possible. We try to deliver what product as soon as possible. So their speed very much matters. Okay, their speed is going to be matter very much. In the situation, I need to increase the speed of testing as well. So at that moment, automation testing comes in the picture. Okay, and today is the world of what I can say ki DevOps also. DevOps also. Okay, so where the development and operation and testing team, okay, these three teams are there. Okay, operational team is going to be there, which is going to do installation, uninstallation, okay, installation part and reinstallation part. Okay, on the customer side or development side. Okay, development side. Okay, so at the live side also we can what install with the help of a DevOps software. And Selenium is one of the tool which fits in criteria of what DevOps very much forces to use the Selenium. Okay, DevOps very much enforces that, okay, try to use as much as possible open source tool. So Selenium is what open source tool, and it is what fits in the criteria of what DevOps. Okay, some of the tools that are used in the industry as open source, like Selenium is used, APM is used, and JMeter is used. Okay, these are the tools which are going to be what open source, and company do not have to invest some amount or any amount into what purchasing the license of these tools. Fine. So company there in the companies there is no need of what investing the any amount. Okay, so DevOps enforces that, okay, use the open source tools. Advantage of what opening using the open source tool is what it is what customizable as well. Custom as per the our need, I can do changes into the my tool. Fine. So that tools are what customizable as well. Fine. So Selenium fits in the criteria of what DevOps as well. Fine. So Selenium is used in the case of DevOps also. Okay, DevOps in the DevOps also it is used, in the Agile also it is used. to increase the speed. Accuracy is also important. If you do manual testing, suppose there is one data driven framework is also there, data driven testing is also there. Might be people aware there is a way2sms.com where I need to check, okay, where I need to check whether after limited amount of sending messages, okay, that way2sms has some limited amount of free SMS, daily 20 SMS or 50 SMS, 50 or 20 approximate, okay. So being a tester, I need to test after 50 SMS whether it is throwing error or not. After sending 50 SMS, if I try to send 51st SMS, okay, if I want to send 51st SMS at that point, whether it is throwing any kind of error or not, whether you are not allowed for 51st SMS, I need to check. So this is repetitive task. I need to enter the receiver's mobile number. I need to enter the message, and I need to click on send button. These three steps I need to perform. These three steps I need to perform. These three steps I need to perform how many times? 50 times. And after performing the 50 times, on 51st I need to check, okay, whether I'm getting error or not. Okay, so you can imagine, okay, if I want to do this task multiple time, okay, 50 times, it's just quite boring activity, and people do the more mistake in the boring state. People do more mistake in the boring state. In the boring state, people are going to do more mistake. Okay, so capacity varies from time and pressure. At the morning, you have the full capacity to grasp. Okay, at the beginning of this seminar, I can say, okay, you are going to have the full capacity to understand everything. But at the end, okay, at the end, I think so the capacity of the human is going to be little decrease. Okay, so capacity of human also is varies from time and pressure. Okay, that's why there is a need of automation tool. That's why there is a need of automation tools. Why automation tool? This accuracy is high. It is not going to be fluctuate with the time and pressure. Okay, so some of the advantage that I told you of automation testing, one of the biggest advantage, which is huge domain of automation testing also, that is performance testing. Okay, performance testing. You might have seen some kind of a website which is getting crash if the lots of user is hitting. A recent update when the IRCTC started the booking of railway ticket. Okay, recent update. Okay, when IRCTC started in the lockdown period. Okay, after a huge time. Okay, after many days they started booking. Okay, on Sunday they have tried to start the server, and at that time at 4 o'clock they have set schedule that okay I will start the server. Okay, at that moment there was huge traffic came, okay, for booking the ticket, and the server of IRCTC get crashed. Then they have relaunched their application at 5 o'clock, so that the traffic should be balanced. Okay, so now in this, what is the role of automation here? Automation role here is in this situation I need to check with the lots of users, lakhs and crores of users, accessing the services simultaneously, which is not possible physically. Manually it is not possible. This kind of testing, performance testing, in which I want to check whether multiple users if are accessing, okay, if the multiple users trying to access the application at the same time, okay, IRCTC like application, Facebook like application, Gmail like application, where they have the traffic 24/7, they have the traffic 24/7, it is not possible to check manually. I need to have some kind of robots, or I need to have I need to use I need to take the help of some kind of automation tool in the situation. Okay, so that I can manage the situation, and I need to check also, okay, whether under the huge pressure also my application is working as per the expected. Fine. So accuracy is there, and some of the testing which is not possible manually. Okay, so in that automation tools come in the picture. So we have various categories of tools also. Okay, we have some various categories of tool also, which is available in the market. So I will get the idea about it. Like some of the tools we have test management tool. We have test management tool. We have defect management tool. Defect management tool. We have what functional testing tool, and we have what performance testing tool. Testing tool. And nowadays some of the tools are available like for API testing. API testing is also huge in demand nowadays. Okay, people are focusing more on what API testing as well. So some API testing tools are also available in the market. API testing tool. Okay, and we have what some of the tools for mobile application testing as well. Mobile application testing as well. Okay, so test management tool, which is what store for use for what storing the requirement test cases. Okay, so some of the tools like we have what QC quality center, which is from HP company, and nowadays it is also known as what ALM, application lifecycle management. We have some kind of tools like Jira, Quick. Okay, so we have what test link as well. Okay, test link, and we have some kind of what tools like Redmine as well. We have what Redmine as well. Okay, so these are some tools. Another tool which is used for what management of your defect. Another tool which is used for what management of your defect. So defect management tool, whenever you are going to be keep the track of the all the defects which you identified during your testing. During your testing, so some of the tools like one of the very famous is what Mentis is there, and Jira falls in both category. Okay, it falls in both category. It is in the test management also, it is in the what defect management as well. And we have what QC, that is I can say, okay, nowadays it is known as what ALM. Okay, and we have some kind of what other tools as well. Redmine is also in the same category. Right. Redmine. Now functional testing tool. So Selenium is what in the what functional testing tool. What it is meant to do, what why it is what meant to do functional testing. To do what functional testing. Many people might be confused. Okay, what is a functional testing? What is a functional testing? Ask yourself. Ask yourself one question: what the software should do. Okay, ask yourself what the software should do. Ask yourself what the software should do. Okay, like what the WhatsApp should do, it should be able to what do registration, it should be able to do what I can say ki, it should be able to do what send the messages, it should be able to block someone. Definitely after blocking you should be able to unblock also if there's something the issues is sorted. Okay, so you should be able to what unblock also. Okay, you should be able to share your location. So ask yourself what the software should do. What the software should do if you are testing, what the software should do. If you are testing, what the software should do. What the software should do. Okay, so that will be called as what functional testing. That will be called as what functional testing. Now we have what in this category, some of the tool like Selenium is one of the tool which is used for what functional testing, and we have what QTP as well. QTP, Quick Test Professional. Selenium is open source. Okay, Selenium is open source. We have what QTP, and QTP is also known as nowadays as UFT, Unified Functional Test. QTP full form Quick Test Professional, and this is from which HP company. We have what RFT. We have what RFT. Okay, which is from which company? IBM company. Okay, which is from what IBM company. So there is no need of knowing every tool. You should study the tool which is very much dominated in the market. You should study the tool which is very much dominated in the market. Okay, you should study the tool which is very much dominated. Okay, you don't have to study everything. Okay, so from each category you should know at least one. From each category you should know at least one tool. Like from test management tool, if you know one thing, it's okay. Okay, you cannot study everything. Rest everyone is what very similar. Suppose you have experience of working with the Gmail. Okay, so Rediff Mail, Yahoo Mail, they have got the same thing. Okay, but their GUI is going to be little different. Their GUI is going to be little different. Apart from this, the functionality, the core functionality, composing the mail, deleting the mail, archiving the mail, Okay, rest everything is what common. Similarly, in the test management tool, writing your requirements, writing your test cases is common. It's common in every tool. Okay, you don't have to what study from what I can say key from a very initial stage. Okay, so something is common. Okay, only the GUI is going to be different. In the defect management tool, the concept is common. Okay, you need to report the defect. You need to type the what is a summary, what steps to reproduce the defect. Okay, so concept is common in all tools. Okay, from the same category. Suppose Mantis is having also defect reporting capacity, and Jira is also having the same capacity. Fine. Now, functional testing tool. In this, I have told you that Selenium, QTP, and RFT is a tool which is used for what purpose? Functional testing. Okay. Performance testing tool, as I told you, the tool which is used to test for what? Response time. Okay, with the multiple users. Okay. For performance testing, we check, okay, the behavior of the application with the response time. Behavior of the application with the response time. That will be called as what? Performance testing. Some of the tools which is very much dominant in the market is a JMeter, and we have what? Load runner, we have what? RPT, Rational Performance Test. This is from IBM company, and Load runner is from what I can say, this is from what? HP company. JMeter is what? Free. Now, so these are some tools in the case of what? Performance testing. API testing tools. Okay, API testing, what is API? That is also very much important. Many people might not be aware what is API as well. So I will give little KT knowledge transfer about API also. API, it gives a capacity to communicate two softwares. It gives what? Capacity to communicate two softwares. Two software is able to communicate. Suppose we have what I can say we have what Make My Trip, and we have what Clear Trip, and we have what I can say some of the other like Go IBGO is also there for what? For flights also. Okay, but if you are searching for some kinds of what? Flights on all three website, all these three website. So Go Air, suppose one of the what flight is there. So you are going to get the same flight in all these three booking website. Okay, all these three booking website. From there, from where they are able to get what? Go Air details of Go Air flights. From where they are able to get? Okay, from where they are able to get this information? From where? Okay, there is a common server. Okay, Go Air is going to have one common server. Okay, common application through which these Make My Trip, Clear Trip, and Go IBGO is able to communicate. Okay, Go Air might be having application developed in what? Java. Okay, Go Air might be having application developed in what? Java. Okay, but Make My Trip might be developed in PHP, and your Go IBGO might be developed in some other technology like Python. Okay, so how these two I can say two technologies able to communicate? Okay, so Go Air is going to be there. Okay, Go Air is going to be there. Suppose Go Air. Okay, Go Air server is there. Correct. Okay, now Go Air server is going to be what? Give the services to whom? I can say to services to what? MMT and Clear Trip, and we are going to, it is going to give the services to whom? What? Go IBGO also. Okay, so it may be developed in what I can say PHP, and it may be developed okay in suppose Python. Okay, and Clear Trip is developed in Python. Go IBGO is developed in suppose in some like .NET. Okay, so these three different kind of what technology is going to communicate with what Go Air server. Okay, now how they will be able to communicate? Okay, so for them, if these three application wants to communicate with the Go Air server, so they need to communicate either in what? JSON format, JavaScript object notation, or it is going to be communicate with the help of what? XML. Okay, nowadays very much famous is what? JSON through JSON. So it will give the request to the what? Go Air server in the JSON format, and or XML format. But XML is little what heavy weighted. XML is what little bit heavy weighted. JSON is used most of the cases nowadays, and recent application is more focused towards what JSON, since it's a light weighted. Okay, since it is what light weighted. So I need to check also I am getting the proper response from Go IBGo. Okay, so Make My Trip might be checking, okay, whether I am getting proper services from or proper details from Go Air server or not. Okay, so testing that is called as what? API testing. So I will be not waiting for GUI. I will be what sending the request in JSON format. So Go Air is also give in the response also in the JSON format. It will also give the response in what JSON format. Okay, so here request and response both are happening going to be inside what JSON format. Okay, so checking that is called as what API testing, whether proper response is coming in the JSON format or not. I'm able to send the request in the JSON format or not. That will be called as what? API testing. That will be called as what? API testing. Now some tools which is used in the market is suppose I'm giving an example of what? Postman, Rest Assured. Rest Assured is there. Okay, SOAP UI is there. SOAP UI is there, which is for testing the API testing. And JMeter is also there. JMeter is what? Not only for performance testing, it gives various capacity. It gives what? Various capacity, like testing the, I can say the functionality, testing the functionality. So you can do the functional testing with the JMeter as well. So very demand in the market of JMeter. Okay, JMeter is not only performance testing tool, it is what API testing tool also. It is what functional testing tool also. Okay, so you can test multiple test strategy you can have with the help of JMeter. So these are some tools in the market which is known for what? Doing API testing. I hope it is clear. Any doubt is there, so you can ask me in the chat box also. Okay, so whether the chat box is working fine, if you want to check it, okay, so just mention hi into that. Okay, so I will get to that. Okay, you are able to properly access that chat box. Okay, so if you have any query in between, if you are confused, kindly mention every question in the chat box also, so that I will be able to get idea. Okay, you have some doubt. Mobile application testing. Mobile application testing. So some tools are there for this also. But what is mobile application testing? That also you should understand before understanding what is the types of tool. Yes, we'll do a practical demonstration also. Don't worry about it. So, but I will be what focusing towards one tool which is very much dominated in the market is Selenium. Okay. Okay. So I will be focusing towards what? Selenium only. Okay. But I will give the various idea about the various kinds of tool which is available in the market that you should also know. Okay, when you are going to join organization, okay, you should not be confused. Okay, this type of tool is also there. Okay, this type of tool is also there. You should not get confused about it. Fine. So now mobile application testing. How much important it is, that is also matters. Now a person having laptop or not, it's what one question. Might be that person might not have the laptop or system at home, but that person is going to have the one mobile at least. Like, okay, Zoom app is there, WhatsApp is there, various mobile apps are there. Okay, so in the upcoming world, focus on mobile application will be more. Mobile application will be more. Reason, it is going to target the more crowd. It is going to target what? More crowd. Like Flipkart is there, Amazon is there, they want to do the business. Okay, so if they are giving only on with the help of what websites, if they are going to give with the help of what websites, they won't be able to what reach everyone. They won't be able to what reach everyone. But if they are going to give what services with the help of what Android apps, so they will be able to reach many crowds. Okay, and if they are able to reach the crowd, then they are going to have the business. Okay, so ultimately everyone is what going to do what business. Everyone is doing business. Okay. So if you have the mobile app, then your business is going to grow more. Okay. So in the future world, or in the today world also, okay, in the current world also, in the future also, testing of mobile app is also going to be more. Fine. Since it is going to be target more people, if you are able to address and if you are able to engage multiple people at a time, okay, if you are able to reach to the multiple people, then you are going to be, your business is also going to be grow, no doubt into that. Okay. Now some of the tools which is used in the market for testing the mobile application is one of the tool. APM is there. We have what, RoboTM. We have Cell Android, etc. Fine. So these are some of the very famous categories of tool which is used in the market. Okay. So we have seen, okay, test management tool, defect management tool, functional testing tool, performance testing tool, API testing tool, and we have what, mobile application tools. Now, from each category, you should know at least one tool. From each category, you should know at least one tool to be stand in the market. Okay, but functional testing is focused more. Okay, so at least if you are not able to cover, okay, if you want to start actually, if you want to start learning, if you want to get into what if you want to get into what automation testing, so start with the Selenium. Selenium is one of the tool which is what dominating the market. Okay, and first functionality comes and then rest of the thing comes. Once functionality of the application comes in the picture, if the functionality is working fine, then your application is good. GUI can be changed. Color, font, size, alignment, these are non-functional requirements. These can be changed later on as well. Fine. So we'll start with the Selenium. Okay, what is Selenium? Okay, what is Selenium? So it's designed for what purpose? It is designed for what? Web automation testing tool. So means what? It is with the help of this tool, you can test only and only websites. Okay, you can check only websites. Apart from this, you cannot check anything. Okay, so that is a disadvantage of the Selenium as well. Selenium, with the help of Selenium, you cannot test desktop-based applications. Desktop-based application and web application, two kinds of application can be in the market. Okay, desktop-based application which need to be what installed, like MS Office. You will get exe file and you need to what, double click next, 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 and finish. Okay, next, 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 and finish. Okay, so this is what desktop based application. Desktop based application need to be what, installed on every system and every computer. It need to be what, installed on every system and every computer. That need to be what, installed. Okay, but web application need to be installed at what, suppose key one server is there in the UK and US or India. Okay, anywhere one server is there, one host is there. Okay, that I need to what, install my application on that, and you can access anywhere worldwide without installing it. You need only one thing, you need only browser. Only one thing that is needed is what, browser, and rest is what, internet. Browser and internet, and you are ready to access any web applications. Okay, so in the market 80 to 90% application you will find, okay, is web application. Why only web application in the market? Reason is what, ease of access. They can be easily accessed without I can say installing it. There is no need of what, installing the web application in your system. You need to what, have the URL and you can easily access it. Fine. So it is meant to do web automation testing. Fine. It is free also. Okay, so it is free also, and it is open source. Okay, free and open source. Can anyone differentiate between free and open source from available students? Yes. Anyone? I want to know whether you people know the difference between or not. Open source and free. You might have that Java is also free and open source. Any participants? Anyone if no? See, at least you should give a trial. Okay, you should take a trial whether you know or not. Okay, at least you should know. You should take a trial at least. Whether it is right or not, that does not matter. So you people are in the learning stage. If you make the mistake, it's okay. Shubham, I did not understand what is Kegel. Yes, I want to know the difference between open source and free. Yeah, license. That is.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Your name, please.
Gupta Srinath, sir.
Okay.
What I think free is basically you can use it for free, and the open source means the code of that application will be available for you to use.
Okay. Okay. Great. Great. Thanks a lot, dear. You taken a good trial. Okay. And actually, this is the right answer only. Actually, this is what right answer
Thank you.
only. Okay. So free and open source. Difference is what? Free means you don't have to pay anything. Correct. Open source means how it is what developed. How it is developed. Okay. The recipe means your source code only. In the terms of technical term, it is a source code. Okay, so source code means how it is developed. It is available on the internet. Okay, it is available on internet, and you can go through and you can understand. And following that, okay, you can develop your own tools as well. Okay, like following Selenium, APM came. Following Selenium, APM came, Vinium came. There are some tools, okay, which is developed taking the reference of Selenium. Okay, so I will go with the non-technical example also I can share. Okay, suppose you're in the hotel and one of the waiter has given one food free of cost to you. Okay, without asking any money. Okay, now you liked it and you are interested to know how it is developed. Okay, so you ask the waiter and the chef. Okay, they're not ready to share the how it is developed recipe of that. Means what? That food which is what developed given to you free of cost is free, but it is closed source. Means how it is developed, people are not sharing, and it is what I can say the copyright of them might be. Okay, they are not sharing to you. Fine. So source code free means you don't have to pay anything. Open source means what? You can see how it is developed, which programming concept they have used, which logic they have used. You can understand it, and it falls in what? Functional testing category. Okay, functional testing, as I told you, in functional testing we have the Selenium and some other tools as well. Now next thing, it is best suited for what? One of the type of testing which is regression testing. Some of the people might not be aware what is regression testing. Okay, so it is a special type of testing. It is very repetitive in the nature. So what? Very much repetitive in the nature. Now it is done if you modify your source code. If you modify your source code, suppose you found a defect as a tester. You found a defect as a tester. What you will do? You will report this defect to the developer. And what the developer will do? Developer will fix that defect. And for fixing, he will do, or he or she will do some changes in the source code. Okay, so he will do or she will do some changes in the source code so that it will start working. The function or the thing which was not working previously, he will do change in the source code. Okay, so he will do some changes in the source code so that it starts working. Okay, So he will modify the code. He will modify the code. Okay, actually. So after modifying, there might be chances the thing which was working fine, it may stop working. The thing which was working fine, it may stop working. Sometimes you may have experienced this with the doctor as well. You approach the doctor for what purpose? Suppose you are having some kind of a problem with the diarrhea. Okay, you have some problem with the diarrhea. Okay, you approach to the doctor, and doctor what given some medicine. The problem of diarrhea is what now over, but now you are suffering with a new problem, that is what constipation might be. Okay, so one issue is resolved, another issue is what generated. So regression testing is something, okay, in which you check the impact of change in the software, on other part, okay, which might be nearby. So impact of change part on unchanged part, checking that is called as what regression testing. Okay, and it is what repetitive in nature. Okay, the if you do any kind of changes, you need to what do the regression. Why you need to do regression? If you modify it, if you add a new feature into this, okay, if you add a new feature into that also, okay, then you need to do a regression, so that okay, you need to check, okay, if I add something new into my application, it is impacting the other part or not. It should not impact actually. It should not impact actually. Okay, your motto is what to confirm whether it is what impacted or not. If it is impacted, that also need to be what rectified. Okay, that is regression testing. And this Selenium is a platform independent. It supports multiple OS, like it supports a Linux, Windows, Mac. These kinds of what OS is what supported. Okay, so you might have heard what Java is also open source, and what is platform independent. Okay, so it's what platform independent. Okay, Java was the first language which gives this facility. Okay, Vora. Vora means write once, run anywhere. Write once and run anywhere. You have to write the code only once, and you can what run anywhere. Okay, similarly, you can what write the script in the case of what Selenium. Suppose you have written on desktop, I can say Windows OS. Okay, so you can easily run on another platform, like okay, another browser also. Okay, another browser. Suppose you written the script for what Firefox, so you can run on Chrome also, and other platform as well. Okay. It supports multiple programming languages such that Java, Ruby, Python, C#, etc. Okay, so multiple programming language supported. If you're interested to write the script in Ruby, it is possible. If you're interested to do scripting in Python, it is possible to do. If you're interested to do the scripting in C#, it is possible. If you know the C#, no need of learning Java. If you know the Ruby, there is no need of learning other things. Okay, one programming language, if you know, it's sufficient to do automation testing. Okay, so Java, Ruby, Python, C#, so it gives the various options to you. Okay, it gives what various options to you for what purpose programming. Fine. Just a minute. Okay. Fine. So we'll proceed. It supports multiple browsers as well, like Chrome, Opera, Firefox, IE. Okay, so various browsers are supported with the help of what your Selenium. Selenium can do testing on various browsers as well. Right? Best suited for regression testing, that is already covered. Okay, now we'll see what is a Selenium suite. Selenium is not a single tool. Selenium is not a single tool. In Selenium, there are some kind of what various tools are there. It's a group of tools. Okay, actually, it's a group of tools. It is having multiple tools inside. Okay, so I will show you Selenium suite as well. Okay, Selenium suite. In the Selenium suite, there are 4 tools available in the Selenium. The very first tool is what Selenium IDE. It's what integrated development environment. we have what Selenium RC. RC means what? Remote control. Okay, which was also known as what? Selenium 1.0, and Selenium WebDriver, and we have what? Selenium Grid also. Selenium WebDriver also known as what? Selenium 2 and Selenium 3. Okay, Selenium 2 and Selenium 3. Okay, and Selenium 4 is about to come in the picture. Okay, Selenium 4 is about to come. Okay, Selenium 3. Okay, Selenium 3 is there. Till currently the Selenium 3 is running. Okay, Selenium 4 is in the experimental phase. Its alpha version is released. Okay, and still the beta version is about to come, and after beta the stable version will come. Next one is what? Selenium Grid. Okay, this one is the last. Total 4 components available, but out of these 4 components, the which component is very much demanded in the market? Okay, which component is in the current trend? Okay, that might be your question. Okay, you don't have to learn all these 4. Okay, Selenium RC is already outdated. Okay, Selenium RC is no more in the market. It's deprecated. Okay, Selenium ID has a record and play facility, record and playback. Okay, let me check. Okay, with the Selenium ID. Okay, so it is available as what plugin as what Chrome and Firefox. So you can install on the Firefox and Chrome Selenium ID. Okay, and with the help of Selenium ID, you cannot do the multi-browser testing. Although apart from Firefox and Chrome, you cannot do. Okay, 2 browsers, more than 1 browser means multi-browser. It is supporting only 2 browser. It is supporting, but apart from these 2 browser, it is not supporting actually. It is having record and playback feature as well. Record and playback, very powerful feature actually. Very powerful feature. Record and playback. Record and playback means what? You don't have to write the script. You don't have. There is no need of what the programming skill that you need in this. You don't need a programming skill actually. Okay, like just as what camera in the front of what camera, whatever you do, that is what recorded. Okay, and you can play back multiple times. Okay, so same thing happens in the case of what Selenium ID as well. Okay, you need to what have the record mode on. You have to keep on the record mode on, and whatever you do, that is recorded, and you can what play back, that is multiple time. Okay, that is can be playback multiple time. It does not require programming skills. It is good tool to start with automation testing. If you are very much new to automation testing, so this tool Selenium ID is very much easy. Okay, easy to learn. Okay, is it easy to learn? You can start with the automation testing with the Selenium ID. Very powerful feature, record and playback. It's a test designing and test execution tool. Test designing and test execution means you can write the script and you can execute that script. You can write the script and you can what execute that script. That facility is what given. There are some disadvantages of Selenium ID. I will give one demo of the Selenium ID. Okay, only one demo. Then I will give the demo of what this one WebDriver, which is what in the current trend. Okay, does not support all browser. Only two browsers is supported, Chrome and Firefox. It does not support programming language, so the code reusability concept is not there. Okay, if it supports what programming concepts. Okay, so you can reuse your already written code. Okay, you can reuse what your already written code. But in the case of what Selenium ID, it does not support programming language, so I cannot what reuse the already written code. Does not support database testing. Okay, and one more which is not listed here, the report you cannot generate in this. Only logs are provided, which is not sufficient for clients to demonstrate. Selenium RC is also known as what 1.0. It is first tool in the Selenium which supports a programming language. Okay, so very first tool which was came in the picture in the Selenium suite, which was supporting the programming language, that was Selenium RC. It supports multiple browsers, Chrome, Firefox, Opera. It is test designing and test execution tool both. Okay, in this you can write the script and execute the script. Okay, this is what architecture of Selenium RC. You can see this is the place where I have written the code. Okay, either in Java, Ruby, Python, okay, and in between there is what, RC server, okay. In between that we have what, RC server, and this is going to what, interact with what, all the browsers. This is going to interact with what, all the browsers, okay. This is architecture of the Selenium RC, and from this you can guess what is a disadvantage of Selenium RC, why it is not in the market, why it is not in the market. You can guess from this. How? You can see there is what, one mediator is there, Selenium RC server is there. Your command does not go to the directly to the browser. Your commands directly is not given to whom? Firefox or Chrome or Safari. One mediator is there, okay. That mediator is what, RC server, okay. Your command first go to the RC server, and then it is given to what, various browsers, and whatever the status of these browsers are there, it comes to the what, RC server, then it goes to the, I can say, your the place where you've written the code, that is your Eclipse, okay, or I can say the NetBeans if you're using there. Okay, this mediator is actually adding delay in communication between your scripts and browser. So this is the disadvantage of what, Selenium RC. This mediator, due to this RC server, there is what, delay in the communication actually. Okay, so it requires a mediator, Selenium RC server. The server need to be start and stop manually every time, which also consumes time. Okay, server also need to be what, start and stop every time, manually also, okay. So this also consumes time, which is going to be add the delay in your testing. Due to these two reasons, Selenium RC is not used. So which tool is used? Selenium WebDriver actually it is used, okay. So after this, after Selenium RC, the second tool which is in the market, it is a second tool in the Selenium suite which supports programming language Java, C#, Ruby, Python, etc. It also supports multiple browsers. It is also test designing and test execution tool on single machine, okay. On single machine you can do the testing on what, multiple browsers, okay. And the architecture of this, okay, the middleman which was there in the case of what, RC, that is cut it down. What makes WebDriver different from RC? The middleman is not there. So direct communication is there in between your script and browser. I hope it is clear that there is a direct communication between browser and your scripts. Fine. Now the last component which is Selenium Grid, okay. Okay, great. Fine. So dear everyone, okay, if you have any query, so you can ask in the chat box, no problem. Till now, I think so everything was smooth. If you have any doubt, please ask me. If you do not have any doubt, please let me. If you do not have any doubt, it's okay, and mention yes if everything is what clear. Runs test against different browser OS at the same time. Till now we was doing testing on single machine only. Till now we was doing testing on single machine. Multiple machines was not involved. Multiple machine was not involved in this scenario. Now Selenium Grid gives this facility in which you can have the master and slave architecture. Master means there will be suppose 4 computers connected to a LAN. Now out of that, one system is going to be act as what, master system. One system is going to be act as what, master system, and other system is going to be act as what, slave, or it is in the terms of Selenium it is called as what, node. Okay, now one master system is going to control others, okay. If you run from one system, it is going to run on other system as well. So suppose 3 systems are there which is acting as a slave, which is acting as what, slave, okay. So if you run from your master system, it is going to be run on other system as well. Okay, so system number 1, system number 2, and system number 3. So if you run from what master system, all 3 systems together is going to run all the scripts. That is concept of what Selenium Grid. This ensures that the application you testing is fully compatible with a wide range of browser OS combination. You know that, okay, in the market nowadays Mac system is also dominated and Linux is also dominating. So I need to check my, suppose Facebook is working fine on Linux, on working on what I can say ki, on Chrome of Linux. Okay, Firefox of Linux. I have checked with the Windows of, I can say ki Firefox of Windows I have checked. I want to check the my system, my Facebook.com is working on Firefox of Linux, Chrome of Linux. Okay, so this combination is possible with the help of Selenium Grid. In this, what happens? You are going to have one master and other is going to be act as what? Slave. Selenium Grid has hub and node architecture. It is just execution tool. Means what? You are not going to write the script in this. Script is going to be written in the WebDriver only. Script is going to be written in the WebDriver only. So WebDriver concept is very much important. WebDriver script can be run through Grid on other system as well. So with the help of what parallel testing, as I said you, okay, one system is acting as a master, other system is going to be act as what? Slave. Suppose I have what 1000 tests. So I can distribute that on 300 test case on one system, next 300 test case on another system, and the 400 test case on the last system. So if I run from one system, other system is going to have those kinds of execution of test case. So parallelly means at a time, all 3 systems is going to have the testing activity. So due to which your execution time, your testing time is going to be saved. Here, multiple systems and multiple browsers are involved. This is architecture of what your Grid. Okay, so this is hub system, and you can see we have what node 1, node 2, node 3, and node 4. Node 1 Firefox on Ubuntu, and this one Windows. Okay, so IE on Windows. Node 3 Safari on the Mac. Node 4 okay Android. Okay, on Android, suppose you are checking on the Chrome. Okay, so from hub you are going to run tests. Okay, it is going to run on this also, this also, and this also, and this also. Okay, so 4 systems is involved for what purpose? Execution purpose. Okay, so this was your about Selenium suite. So I will be what giving the demonstration of what WebDriver, okay, which is very much dominated in the market. Okay, so I will tell you, okay, how to do configuration in the very short. Okay, but your system should have 2 things. Okay, if you want to go through with the what WebDriver scripting. Okay, if you want to start with the WebDriver scripting, you should have the at least 2 things. Okay, so before giving information about it, is everything is clear till now? Everyone mention yes in the chat box. Is everything is clear, so that I can proceed. Any doubt, please ask. Fine, so all great. So it's okay. So I will discuss about RPA, dear Muhafiz. So RPA is very dominated. I can say ki nowadays. Okay, but it is. I can say ki it will not will be able to replace Selenium. There is a multiple reasons for that. Okay, RPA can be used as what automation tool, no doubt into this. Okay, one of the disadvantage, very first is what cost. Second thing, it does not fits in the criteria of what DevOps. Okay. Third thing, it is not be I can say ki, it is not only for customizable problem. Okay, so it is not able to customize as well. So RPA can be used for what same thing also, but multiple things are there. Okay, it is actually the RPA tools are not designed for testing. Okay, they are to automate any kind of what task in organization. We have what HR department, we have what sales department, we have what I can say ki accounts department, various departments are there. So RPA can be used to automate any kinds of what tasks. RPA can automate any kinds of tasks, not only testing. Okay, it can automate any task, but some of the reason, okay, cost problem is there, customization problem is there, and does not fits in what DevOps. Okay, yes, basically it is for what automating every kinds of task. Okay, not only testing. Okay, so you can use as a testing tool. RPA can be used as a testing tool, but when it was invented, at that time the focus was not testing, it is to automate everything. Okay, so I will be switching my system actually. Okay, on this laptop. Okay, I do not have the configuration and this does not have the capacity, so I will be sharing a screen of another system. Okay, just a moment.
In the meantime, all the participants kindly put your questions, in case you have so far from the introduction of the entire tools, so that we will be able to answer those questions towards the end. The way sir has answered one of the question asked by Muzaffir, we will be answering all the questions towards the end. So just to make a note of all the questions which coming across while you are attending this session. Although we know this is not a thing which you have in your syllabus, but this is something which if you understand, you will be able to get a job in this field as well, as in software tester, as an automation tester. So kindly concentrate. Okay, towards the end now sir will be explaining the practical implementation of Selenium. So be active. Over to Prem sir.
Thank you, sir, for supporting.
Most welcome sir.
Okay, so we'll continue now. Needs for your actually the environment needs. Okay, so environment needs for what Selenium. Okay, for automation testing with the help of Selenium, your system should have JDK. Okay, your system should have what JDK in your system. It should be JDK available. And second thing, you should have the editor at least. Okay, one editor, like we have what Eclipse, and you can use what NetBean as well. Okay, so NetBean. Okay, or you can use a Notepad or any editor. One editor you need. Okay, how to confirm whether your system is having JDK or not? You need to start your command prompt and type one command that is called as what Java space hyphen version. And if it is giving the version of what Java, okay, if I enlarge the screen, you can see. So it is giving the version of what Java. If it is giving the version of what Java, that means your system is having JDK. And if you do not have JDK, you can what go through with the YouTube. Okay, various videos are available for the installation of what JDK. Okay, and Eclipse, I will tell you, okay, from where you can download the Eclipse. Since it is what very demanded in the market, Eclipse is what very famous IDE.
So on Google, very one keyword or two keywords you need to type: Eclipse download. Okay, the very first link that you will get, that will be what? For Eclipse. Fine. Now I will be what opening this link. You can see very first thing, and from here you can see the Eclipse IDE for your 64-bit system is available here. Fine. Now this is the current version of this. From this you can download, and you will be getting one exe file, and you need to double click it, and as usual, next, and finish, which is going to be installation procedure. Fine. This is what your environment need before doing your Selenium scripting. Now next thing that you need is for Selenium. Okay, for Selenium. So for Selenium you need, first thing, Selenium language binder. Or I can say, if you are choosing Java as a scripting language, in the situation that you need Selenium Java libraries. Selenium Java libraries. Okay. If you are interested in scripting of what using Python, so you need what? Selenium Python libraries. You need what? Python libraries. And if you're interested in what in suppose C#, so you need what? C# libraries. Okay, so various option, as I told you. Okay, it supports multiple programming language. Okay, so depends upon your programming language that you choose in. Okay, you are going to have respective libraries. Fine. Next thing that you need a browser driver. Okay, browser driver. Okay, suppose if you purchase a printer, so along with the printer you are going to have the printer driver as well. You need what? Printer driver as well. So what the printer driver does, it stimulates the communication between two things: computer and your printer. Why? Printer is developed in different technology, and your this part actually, okay, which one? Your computer is what in the Windows operating system, and your printer is most of the cases does not have the Windows, it has what? Unix or Linux inside that for operating. Okay, so two system, how they are able to communicate? With the help of what? Drivers. Similarly, with the help of Java, you are going to communicate with the, I can say, the Chrome. So you need what? Chrome driver. Okay, so I need a Chrome driver. Okay, if I want to work with the Selenium WebDriver. Fine. Now I will tell you from where you can get these two things: Selenium language binder and browser driver, from where you can get. So I will tell you, the official website is available is what? Selenium dev, selenium.dev. On this, everything you are able to get. Official website is this. In the download section, you need to go, and very first thing that you will get, okay, latest stable version 3.141. This is only for Java. If you go little down, okay, you will be getting what? All the versions actually. Okay, Ruby is also, Java also, Python also, C# also, JavaScript also. So if you are interested in what Ruby, so you are going to have the Ruby libraries. If you are interested in what Java, then you are going to have the Java libraries. Python, then Python libraries. C#, then C# libraries. Okay, so whatever you're interested. Currently, I'm interested in what? I can say I'm interested in what? Java. So I will click on what? Download of Java. So you can see you will be getting zip file. The extension of this is what? Zip file. So Java libraries will be available in this. Java library will be available. So if I go little, I will minimize this. Okay, so I have already these things in my system, so I will not download. Next thing that you need, browser driver. So if you go in the browser section, little down, okay, in the same page, you need to go little down. Okay, in the browser section, you are going to have the for Firefox also you have something, and for Safari also you have something. Okay, but I'm interested in what? Chrome. So I will go in the documentation page. Okay, and you can see the current stable version is this 83 something what is there. So you need to also click on this. Okay, and depends upon your system, you can download from here. You will be also getting a zip file. So I will share this link in the chat box. Okay, so if you're interested, you can download. Okay, and official version, official link of Selenium also I will share in the chat box. Okay, so I shared these things, and I already have these two things. Okay, so I will configure my Eclipse for what purpose? For WebDriver now. Okay, I will configure my Eclipse for what purpose? For WebDriver. Just see here, I will start my Eclipse. So my Eclipse is inside in C drive. You can see I have downloaded what Eclipse Photon. Okay, 64-bit. I will go inside, and you can see this is what my Eclipse exe. If I double click, so my Eclipse will start. So my Eclipse is starting. So here I will make a project. Under that, I need to make a package also, and I need to make a class. Three things I need to make, and I need to configure my Eclipse for what purpose? For Selenium into this. Okay. So very first thing that I will do, I will make a Java project, a simple Java project. Okay. Project name, online session. Okay, and click on finish. And I need to make a package. If you aware, I can say you people will be aware only. Okay, package is very similar to what folders. Okay, so today is day one. Suppose, okay, so day one, all the scripts of day one will be inside this. Tomorrow, if there is a session, okay, so I will have the day two. Okay, so similarly, I'm going to make the packages. Fine, and I will be having class into this, a normal class. In this package, I will right click and have the class. So class is my first script. Fine. I will have the main method into this. Okay. Main method into this. You people might be knowing main method is what? Entry point. Entry point. Entry point means from this, my code is going to be start executing. Every building has some entry point. Every building is going to have the entry point. Okay. Okay, start point. Similarly, the main method of the word Java is what? Entry point. Okay, so whenever you run, the compiler looks for what? Compiler is going to look for what? Main method only, since it is acting as what? Start point. Fine. It is acting as what? Start point. So next thing that I need to do, I need to check whether everything is fine. So I will say CISO. Hello world. Okay, so everything is fine. Normal Java program you can do, but you cannot do the scripting in Selenium currently, since I have not configured my Eclipse for Selenium. Okay, so very easy step actually it is. Okay, but you need to do it. So I need to right click my project, and I need to go in what? Properties and Java build path. Okay, and add external jar. You can see add external jar. So I will configure this for Selenium. So right click this project, and I will go in what? Properties and add external jar. Where is my jars available? I kept everything on desktop. On desktop, there's a cell jars as a folder. Okay, so this is my Selenium jar that I have downloaded. I will click on this and open and apply and close. You can see one jar is added, one reference library is added as a Selenium server. Okay, so I added that, So now my Java project is configured for what purpose? Selenium. Now, if you want to work with the Chrome, so you need to make the object of Chrome driver. Chrome driver as a class, okay, is there. So Chrome driver driver equals to new Chrome driver. Okay. So with the help of this line is responsible for what? Starting which browser? Starting Chrome. This line is responsible for what? Starting Chrome. Let me check whether it's working or not. So I will run. It is not running actually. You can see we have what? Something in the red, beautiful red. Okay. So hello world, it is printing actually. Okay. Hello world, it is what printing. And after this, okay, when it was tried to execute on line number 10, it is giving the error and some kind of an exception. It is there, illegal state exception. And it is asking the path to the driver executable must be set by WebDriver Chrome.driver. It is asking what? Executable driver path. And it is asking you can give the what WebDriver's path, okay, using WebDriver.Chrome.driver using system property. Okay, so very meaningful error message actually it is what they're giving. Okay, and if you are going to be what developer or tester, okay, you should have the habit of what reading the errors. Okay, and errors will guide you. Okay, who will guide you? Errors will guide you. So here error is guiding me. What it is saying here? Okay, you have to set the path of what executable driver by system property. Okay, so error is guiding you actually. So what you need to do, you need to set the path of executable driver. How to do that? Very easy. It is asking why system property. So I will use system property only. System dot set property key and value. Key is also provided in the error. Key is this. Key is this. Key is this. And value is what? The path of your driver. Where is your driver? I have in the cell jars. I have kept that as well. Okay. Where is cell jars? In this inside cell jars, you can see Chrome driver is there, and into that, okay, this is my Chrome driver exe. So I will, if you go in the properties, you will get path. Okay, or you can what copy from the this also. Okay, from here also you can what copy. I will copy the path. In this path, only one thing is available, Chrome driver. This. Okay, so I need to specify that as well. Chrome driver dot exe. Okay, semicolon at the last. Now let's run it whether it's working fine or not. This time it will start the Chrome browser successfully. This time it will start the Chrome browser successfully. You can see a Chrome browser is launched successfully. Okay, this time it has what? Launch Chrome driver successfully. Okay, now next thing, I'm going to have one URL to open. So let's open the official website of Selenium only, driver.get http://selenium.dev. Selenium.dev. Okay, selenium.dev. So it will start the browser plus open this URL as well. You can see it has successfully opened the official website of Selenium. Now next thing that I need to do, I need to print the title of this page. You can see current title of the page is what? Downloads. Okay, if I want to move on the home page, the home page title is what? Selenium HQ browser automation. Selenium HQ browser automation is I can say the title of this page. So if I want to print the title, so which function is there in Selenium to what? Print the title? The function which is available, driver dot It is available inside what Chrome driver, and this driver is currently which type? Chrome driver type. So driver dot get title is a function. Okay, this is going to what? Fetch the title. Okay, captures the current page title, captures current page title, and it is have some kind of a return type as what? String. If you move the cursor over on get title now, it will give the idea what it is returning. Okay, everyone can guess what it is returning. It is returning string. It is returning what? String. Okay, it is returning as a string. So you can store into the string. Okay, any variable you can take as a string type. Okay, suppose ki I said what? Title only. CISO, you are on plus title. Okay, you are Java expert, so in that you might be knowing plus is for what purpose? Concatenating two things. Okay, you are on is a static string, and you want to print along with that you want to print dynamic string. Okay, that is title. So let me check, okay, whether it's working or not. And after this, I am interested in what? Closing browser. So driver dot quit is for what purpose? Closing browser. It is for what? Closing browser. And this is for what? Printing title. And this is for what? Opening URL. Okay. Okay. So if you make the object of this Chrome driver, the browser which you are interested, okay. So after this, you need to take the reference of this driver only later on. Fine. So this driver is going to help you for what purpose? Opening the URL, or if you want to click on someone or type something on some kind of things. Okay. So it is going to help you for that. Okay. I will run now. It will open the URL. Okay. And it has what? Close that window as well. Ek baar fir se. Okay. I'm running once more. See, it has opened this URL and then close it. Okay. In between, it has what? Printed the title as well. Let's see it has printed or not. You can see hello world is what the first thing that it was what printed in the console. Later on, if I go, you can see you are on Selenium HQ browser automation. It has what? Successfully printed. It has what? Successfully printed. Fine. Okay. So I hope this was understandable, everyone. Okay. Mention yes if it is okay with you. Okay, please let me know so that I can proceed next. Okay, so this was only basic script, okay, for starting the browser, getting the title of the page and printing that title.
Sir, there is a question from Srinath Gupta. He wants to know what software are we testing by running this particular code?
Yes, I am testing the official website of Selenium. Okay, so the application the application which is under test currently, okay, is my Selenium HQ. Okay, selenium.dev actually. Okay, right. So this is my application which I am testing currently. You can test any web application, dear. Okay, so you can test any application, dear. Okay, so currently which application I tried to test? Selenium's official website, Selenium HQ. Okay, it is selenium.dev.
Hello.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt you, sir, but by using the Chrome driver, aren't we using the Chrome driver only? Basically, we are using the Chrome driver class, right?
Correct.
So I didn't get how we are testing this particular website as in sort of using of the Chrome driver.
Okay. Okay, so you did not understood how we are testing it. Correct.
Right. So we are using the Chrome driver, which is basically which presents us the Chrome web browser to us, right?
Correct.
Correct. And we
Yes.
are passing a URL to it, and then we are getting the title of that page, particular page, which is
Okay.
which role we have given to it, right? So aren't we just you using a Chrome and we are getting the title? That is not something that what we can say is I can do it manually, right? Also, right? This is code. This is wonderful. That is all right. But I want to see any case that is different from what we can do, like testing any element in the particular document. Can we do that?
See,
HTML element in that document, because this thing's very simple to me. I might
definitely, dear. Definitely. See, I cannot show you the major thing directly. Is it? I cannot show you the major thing directly. I need to start with what baby steps. Yes or no? Anything that you currently you was not aware about what is I can say the automation testing. You are not aware about what Selenium. Okay. So if you want to test anything, no. So these lines is going to be there. Okay. These 2 lines. Okay. 3 lines. This line is going to be always. Okay. Without these 3 lines, this is what I can say beginning step. Okay, so these line it should be there before you are going to do testing on any kind of web browser. Okay, so suppose you want to work on Firefox, so you need to make the object of what Firefox driver. Okay, in the situation you need to make the object, and then you can open the any kind of what URL. Suppose currently I'm testing what Selenium dev. Correct, I am currently testing the Selenium dev, but tomorrow you might be interested in what Facebook. Then also you need to use the same function only. Okay, so very what I can say ki, if you are do not know about any kind of what tool, so directly I cannot show the major things. Okay, I know that. Okay, for you and for everyone it might be very small code, and there will be people for whom it will be the major code. Okay, there will be currently I'm not knowing, okay, the which kind of crowd I'm handling. Okay, there will be mix and match people. Okay, where some people will be very expert in what I can say the coding. Fine, some people might be what very I can say ki expert in coding, but some people might not be very much skilled. Okay, now I will tell I can what different scenario in this. Okay, for you. Okay, little different. Okay, for you little different. Okay, like Selenium, not Selenium. Okay, Blaze demo. Okay, human eye, human eye. Okay, human eye cannot what I can say it's not trained, and human can make the mistake in getting the color of this. Suppose this is the word fine flight is a color. Fine flight is going to be is having some kind of a blue color, and there is a various variants in the word blue color also. Are you getting, Srinath?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, so this is I can say little complex scenario. Okay, so Selenium is very big tool. Okay, using Selenium also. Okay, one thing you can select from a drop down also. Okay, you want to do some kind of a selection from drop down, it is possible. It is possible to handle the alert also. It is possible to iframe also. One of the thing that you ask me that focus is that should be my focus. You said, okay, so this is very easy task, I can do manually also. Yes or no? You said that. Okay, see dear, in the current situation for you, for training purpose, I need to take only the small task only. Okay, small task only. I need to take the small task only. Now if I want to go little complex scenario where the what I have application which is having with the what 1,000 requirements, there are lots of functionalities there. Okay, there is a lots of functionality there, and you need to do what regression testing, data driven testing. Some time ago just I told you about what is data driven testing. Do you remember what is data driven testing, dear? Are you there, Srinath? Srinath? Okay, so this question to my might be what for everyone. Okay, so automation testing which we are discussing. Okay, automation testing which we are discussing. Okay, we might have taken the small example. Okay, which might, we have taken the small example. Okay, you might be thinking, okay, ki, this is possible with the help of manual. Why should I use why should I use automation testing here? Okay, why should I use it? Okay, why automation testing should be used here? I can do the, it's a very basic task. I can do with the help of what, manual as well. Why should I use? So automation testing, where it is what best. Okay, where is best? Where the automation testing can be best, where automation testing can be best. Okay, where can be? In the situation if you are doing, if in the situation if you are doing repetitive and reusable tasks, repetitive and reusable. Okay, you are doing what, reusable, and I can say the repetitive task, okay, repetitive task. In that situation, automation testing is going to contribute very much. Okay, it is going to contribute very much. How it is going to be what, contribute very much? With the help of, I can say, it's a speed. One thing, speed. Second thing, accuracy. Okay, one thing, speed. Second thing is what, accuracy is there, and you can, it is what, reliable as well. Okay, reliable as well, and it does not require human presence. Okay, suppose from what, 9 to your job is from I can say 9 to 6. Okay, your job as working hour is there, correct? But after leaving the organization, I can say the resources of the company is wastage now. After 6, nobody is there on, I can say, the in the company's environment. Okay, nobody is there. So can you I can say utilize a testing effort? Okay, can you utilize the available platform at during what, I can say, the night time also? Okay, so with the help of automation testing, you can do the scheduling. Okay, you can schedule. Okay, auto start schedule for what, auto start of what, auto start of your testing. Okay, automation test. Okay, automation test. Okay, automation test is going to start. Okay, you can schedule, suppose ki at night. Okay, such that at night. Okay, at night at 10 p.m. Okay, 10 p.m. you have given schedule. Okay, so it is going to start at 10 p.m. and will run the script. And if you come to the morning, it has utilized the resources, and at the morning you are going to get the just a report. You need to just validate the report. According to that, you need to what, report to your manager. Okay, so doing basic task is possible with the help of this. And to make you aware about Selenium, I need to what, teach you the basic things only, dear. Directly I cannot take the complex scenario. Okay, now where automation testing can be what, best suited, reusable and repetitive tasks. I give an example of what, data driven testing at the starting of what, I can say ki, of your automation testing, data driven testing. Okay, data driven testing. Okay, data driven testing. Now suppose on I can say ki, MMT only, or some kind of what, travel website, I want to the booking of what, 10 people. Okay, I want to do book the 10 flights. Okay, so searching the flights, filling the details of the passenger. Okay, and filling the details of what your I can say the details of passenger and payment details is repetitive task. For 10 people, you need to do what, 10 times. Okay, now what the data driven testing says, okay, you are going to do the same task, doing the same task with a different data every time. Different data every time. That will be called as what, data driven testing. Doing the same task with a different data every time, or different same process, or I can say same steps. I give an example of what, bay2sms.com also, where 50 SMS per day is allowed. Okay, and you want to check with the what, check whether the on 51st you are getting error or not. Okay, I said that as well. Okay, so doing manually this task, I can say 50 times, it's a boring task. Okay, and it's not productive task. This task can be done by some tools which is what's having the speed also, and which is having accuracy also. Somebody says in between, hi, how are you? You might be you might be get confused what was a counting number mine, might be confused. Okay, so this kind of thing is not there in the case of what data driven testing. I hope you understood thing. Okay, your doubt is clear, Srinath.
I guess Rinath lost his connection. He is trying to rejoin. We need to,
Okay, dear.
yeah.
Okay. Now, any doubt, anyone from the till now, whatever we have done. So I will show you how to click and how to type on some kind of what elements. Okay, next thing that I'm going to discuss. So I can consider that. Okay, there is no doubts. If doubt, please mention. Fine. So I will make another class. Okay, and I will take the example this time on some of the application like we have Orange HRM demo, Orange HRM. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to do login. Okay, so this is the URL of my application. So I will start the browser and get the URL. These 3 lines will be common, as I told you. Okay, these 3 lines will be always common. Okay, starting the browser and opening the URL will be always common. And suppose I want to type something here. Okay, so this URL I will be what having here. In spite of what Selenium dev. Okay, now in Selenium, first Selenium is going to what find the object. Actually, suppose you want to deliver a letter to someone, so what you will do, you will first search the person to whom you are going to give the letter, then you will deliver the letter, the action that you are interested to do. Similarly, Selenium works here. So first Selenium need to find that object. Driver dot find element is a function by which it is going to find the object. Okay, and in the argument of this find element, I need to pass property by which you are interested to find that object. Okay, if you are the, I can say ki, from IT backgrounds, okay, you might be aware every object on the screen has some properties. Every object, this username also, this password also is having some properties. Like you also having some property, name, gender, date of birth, everything kinds of what the properties is there. Similarly, this username and password field is having some properties. I will just right click here. Everyone might be aware there is an inspect element as a feature. Inspect element as a feature, which is for what purpose? Seeing the what is the properties of this username field. So using inspect element, I can see the properties of this username field. So I will do inspect here, right click here on this username field. I will right click here and do inspect here. So you can see it is showing the properties of username. See, it is having some ID and it is having what some kind of what name. Okay, it is having some ID, it is having some name. This is unique properties actually. ID and name is always unique. Okay, so if the ID is available, you can use directly ID, or name is available, you can directly use the name. Okay, now by dot, I will say name or ID, whichever you want to use. So currently I will say ID and I will paste the ID by which I'm going to find that object. Okay, followed by the operation that you're interested. I am interested in what? Sending keys. If you want to type something there, suppose I want to type admin. So I will say here, send keys admin. Very easy. Similarly, the same process you need to repeat for password field as well. Okay, but I need to see the properties of this password field. See, I will right click here and I will do inspection, you can see it is having some kind of what ID as txt password, or you can use name this time. Okay, you can use a name. Some of the properties are unique, like ID and name is always unique. Okay, admin 123. Fine. Now next thing that we are interested in what, clicking on login button. It is also having ID and name. Same thing we'll do, like, but here this time I will not do the send keys. Okay, let's see what is the property. ID is btn login. I will have ID here, and this time I will not do the send keys. What I need to do, I need to do click here. Click is for what purpose? Clicking on any kind of what, web element or the web object here. Okay, so let's run it, whether it's working fine or not. Let me check. I'm just running. You can see it has what, successfully typed the username and password, and it has did what, login process. Okay, so if you want to see the different kinds of what login process is there, I need to what, enter the username, enter password. Suppose I want to do the login process with the 20 people. 20 people I want to do, then this is going to help you with the situation. Okay, so I might store my data in somewhere, okay, in some of the excel sheet or database. So I may integrate this code with the database, and it is going to do login and logout process. Fine. Now similar to what ID and name, some locators are there. So various locators are there in Selenium. These are known as what, element locators. Element locators. What is element locators? Locators, these are properties by which Selenium identifies the object. Selenium identifies object. Selenium, with the help of what, these properties, Selenium identifies the object. Okay, so properties. So you are going to also have some kind of properties like your name, your gender, your hair color, your date of birth. These are some properties. Similarly, this username and password field having some property that I shown you, like it is having ID, it is having what class, it is having what name. Okay, these are the properties of this field. Okay, so what is element locators? Properties by which Selenium identifies the object. Now, what are the various object element locators are there? Which are unique is ID, name. We have what link text as well. We have what CSS as well. We have what XPath. Okay, these are the element locators. I will teach you how to take the XPath, since XPath works for every object approximate. XPath works for what? Every object, for in the case of what? Selenium. Okay, so how to take XPath? Right clicks on any object which you are interested to take the XPath. I will right click here and go in what, inspect element again, and whatever the object it has what highlighted, you need to right click on that thing and need to go inside copy and copy XPath. Okay, right click here, go in what, copy. Inside copy you are going to have what, XPath. Okay, if you are interested of taking the XPath of login button, then also you can do. I need to do inspection, and I need to go inside this copy and copy XPath. Very easy it is to take. Okay, you can see XPath. Okay, so in spite of using by.id, I need to use here what, suppose XPath, and I will paste here and I will run. Let's check whether it is working or not. Okay, so we have seen many things, okay, today. Okay, so let me list out the things that we have seen. Okay, so this is a question to everyone. Okay, which tool is used to work with the multiple OS, okay, in the Selenium? Anyone knows which tool in Selenium suite? Okay, which tool in Selenium is used to communicate or to work with the multiple OS? Anyone? In Selenium suite, we have 4 components. Do you know Selenium suite has how many components? 4. Selenium IDE, Selenium RC, correct? And Selenium WebDriver. Okay, so Selenium RC, Vandana says, okay, Selenium RC is used to work with the multiple OS, multiple system, correct? Okay, so 4 tools are there. Okay, now the answer that you people have given, Selenium RC, is absolutely incorrect. Actually, grid is a tool which is used for what? Communicate with what? Multiple system. Okay, where master and slave like scenarios there. Grid is in this, there is a master system and slave system. From master, I'm going to control multiple OS, multiple systems, and I'm going to run on script on various browsers and various OS. RC is only on single machine. On single machine, you can work on various browsers. Okay, we have seen how to work, okay, on some kind of what? Web objects like, okay, we have what? Text field. Okay, we have what? Text field. We have what? Type something on text field, and we have what? Clicked on button. Okay, clicked on button. Okay, so how to work with on button. And we have seen some kind of what? Locators as well. Okay, we have seen what? Locators as well. Locators are what? The properties by which I can say properties by which I am able to, not I, Selenium is able to locate the web objects. Okay, some of the properties which is used is what? ID, name, link text, CSS, and XPath. Okay, so we have seen the example of what? ID and name and XPath. Okay, fine. Link text is also can be used. Link text, you can see this is what I can say ki this is a link text. How you come to know whether it is link text or not? I will just do the inspection of this. You can see, and you can see the tag A is starting and tag A is what? Ending here. Okay, tag A is what? Ending here, and some text is given here. That is called as what? Link text. You can use the link text as well. Okay, so tag A is what? Starting, and tag A is what? Ending here, and some text is given. That is called as what? Link text. Okay, similar to XPath, you can copy the CSS also. Right click here, go in copy, and we are have what? CSS selector in this. You can see CSS selector. Okay, so any doubt, anyone till now? Or everything is going smooth? Please mention yes. Is everything is what? Going smooth? Fine. So I am done from my side, everyone. If you do not have questions, so I will hand over my session toward GP sir. And I'm very much thankful for everyone, every candidates, and I can say the college staff as well. Okay, giving opportunity to me, give the presentation of my Selenium. Okay, so I'm very much thankful to everyone, students and staff. Thanks a lot, everyone. I will hand over my session to the JP sir now. JP sir, over to you.
Thank you so much, Prem sir, for your time, for your presence, for your valuable inputs. On within 2 hours, you have elaborated almost everything about automation tools. I would rather say software testing tools, starting from the differentiation with how many categories of tools are available in the market, and giving brief idea about Selenium automation.
It
Yes,
was little difficult, sir.
yeah, I do understand. See, it is basically 2 hours we got from college, so within 2 hours, this much is possible. In case college wants to host a webinar for a more number of hours, then it will be possible for us to cover everything. As you know,
Yeah, great,
it
sir.
takes almost 30 to 40 hours to cover up only Selenium as a tool. So
Yeah, definitely.
it will be a call from college side in case they want to host a webinar for more number of hours. We are open for a discussion. And thank you, Murphy's, for giving an feedback. It was a great session on Selenium automation. Thanks a lot. Yes, it is now question answer time. In case anybody is having any question related to basic things also, like you need clarity on how many tools are there available, in case you have missed the initial session, or the importance of Selenium or the future of Selenium. The way the question was asked from Murphy is that RPA is it a replacement of automation tools? Sir has very clearly explained RPA is at its place and Selenium is at its place. So like that, any questions from your side you can ask. In fact, the question is open to Madam as well. Farin Madam can ask questions too.
Yes, sir, definitely.
Yeah.
Students, if you want to ask any question, you can ask. Yes, Ganesh. You can unmute yourself and you can ask the questions.
Yeah. Just to save time, now you can unmute yourself and directly you can ask instead of using chat box.
Yes, Ganesh, kindly proceed.
Sir, I think he is not able because host is unmute all, so I think he's not able to unmute himself.
No,
So can you
no.
please unmute all?
Okay, 1 second. People can unmute themselves. There is no.
Okay.
They can unmute themselves.
So if you're not able to unmute Ganesh, you can mention a chat box as well, no problem.
I am asking all of them to unmute.
Yes, do you have any question, Ganesh? Or anyone is having any kind of doubt, you can get it clear by sir.
So by mistakenly, Ganesh has raised the hand.
I think by mistakenly he has raised his hand, no problem.
Okay.
Mehul, you want to say something? Okay, fine. So no doubt to anybody, I hope the session is clear to you all. So sir, I think we can wind up the session because nobody is having any doubt.
All right, madam. So
Yeah,
once
sir,
again,
I would like to thank you so much. Within a short span of time, you have given us a great knowledge. Definitely, this knowledge is very beneficial for everybody. For a second year student, third year student, and final year student, those who have selected STQ as their elective subject, they have a subject STQ in the final year. So it will be more beneficial for them. And I would like to turn you up whenever if we have any doubt or if you want to organize any other webinar, I'll definitely let you know and we'll take your help.
yes, madam, we are open for always such kind of sessions. See, just to give you brief about our services, we are open for all such kind of small webinars on limited time. And we are also open for paid programs for students as well as faculties. So anytime you have any requirements, do contact us. We are open for all the type
Definitely,
of
sir.
technologies, all the type of skill-based topics.
Okay, fine. Thank
So
you so
last but
much,
not
sir,
the
for
least,
your
thank you
valuable
so
time.
much, madam.
Thank you, madam, Farhin ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for
So,
your valuable time, and it was a great knowledge.
welcome, madam. So with this
Welcome,
note,
ma'am.
we are ending our session. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.